Howdy, Pioneers. I'm Tanner Lambert.
And I'm Ethan Hunter.
And we're welcoming you into this week's Slice of Pro Sports. We would like to congratulate Hideki Matsuyama for winning the 2021 Masters Tournament down in Augusta, Georgia. He's the first Japanese player to ever win the Masters Tournament, and he had one heck of a week. It got a little shaky there at the end. He took that triple bogey there on 16, and then he hit it into the sand and took a bogey on 18. But he ended up winning and beating Xander Schauffele there at the end by one stroke.
Zalatoris.
Right.
Look out for Will. He's
going to be on there
for you.
But it was a fantastic weekend down in Augusta, and it was a lot of fun to watch the Masters this weekend. Again, congratulations to Hideki, the first Japanese player to ever win the tournament. We're going to talk to you about the NHL trade deadline today, and we're going to give you your MLB update. But first, we're going to go to Andrew Rose to give us a little bit of information on the Texas Rangers.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew Rose. This week we had a pretty interesting event happen, and I'm here to bring you some more news about it. So on Monday, the Texas Rangers played a baseball game, but this wasn't any normal event since we've seen since COVID. They let 38,000 fans come into the stadium when the stadium seats 40,000. In Texas, it's not mandated to wear a mask, so many spectators weren't even wearing masks. This is the first sporting event in over a year where there's been almost full capacity and not really any masks. The Texas Rangers did lose 6-2 to the Blue Jays, but this is the first glimpse of what we see of a post-COVID life. So although we haven't seen this happen in many other sports, there's a big question mark on it if it'll happen again or if it's a one-and-done kind of deal. Well, this is unlike anything we've seen in over a year, but I will tell you, please practice social distancing, wear a mask, and stay healthy. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Rose. That was pretty interesting there. You know, Global Life Field's the newest park in the MLB, and it hosted the World Series last year, and there were some fans at that. But full capacity, maybe that means things are getting better, but we will have to see what happens with the COVID numbers in the area down there in Arlington.
Right.
But it is exciting to see people back in ballparks. You know, the Reds, they're running a program where if you're vaccinated, you get discounted tickets to go to Great American Ballpark to see the Cincinnati Reds, who are red hot.
That's right. $10 for the lower area, good seats, not those chump seats that I sit in at the top. You can get good ticket if you're vaccinated. All you need is one shot. We're going to get into the MLB in just a little bit, but first we're going to start off with some NHL news, and Tanner has all about the trade deadline.
Trade deadline was crazy. It is today at 3 o'clock is the trade deadline officially. The end of trading will be then. The Blue Jackets, our hometown boys, have made quite a bit of moves. Jarmo Kekalainen, the general manager of the Columbus Blue Jackets, has traded two absolute franchise players who are just the embodiment of the club. David Savard, who was drafted in 2009, number 6th overall, got traded yesterday, or the day before, to the Tampa Bay Lightning for a first-round pick, and that's a great trade there from Jarmo. David Savard, a veteran player, he's going to help Tampa Bay go on a Stanley Cup run there. The defending champions. And the captain, Nick Foligno, was traded to Toronto yesterday, another good team from the North Division who are leading the North. They're going to be a playoff team. The captain, they did it out of respect. The NHL is way different than any other league. The rumors are Foligno will come back and sign with the team in July, but they wanted to give him a chance to go win the Stanley Cup. And if there's a guy in the league that deserves it, it's Nick Foligno. He is the embodiment of the Columbus Blue Jackets, the longest tenured captain of the franchise, and he's just been one heck of a player. He's a defensive power play specialist on the penalty kill, and that's what Toronto really needs right now. They are leading the North Division, like I said. Austin Matthews leading the league in goals. John Tavares up there. That's a lot of leadership they got there. Wayne Simmons added as well. Taylor Hall, who was the top guy in the free agent class, signed with Buffalo for some reason. Nobody understood it. He's only got 4 goals this year. But, he has been the Rocket Richard winner. He's been the MVP of the league, Hart Trophy winner before. Taylor Hall got traded to Boston yesterday for a second-round pick, and Anders Bjork, a third-line player, not too great, but Taylor Hall could be something there for Boston out in the East Division, who are going to look to make a run too. They have no scoring depth. Only David Pastrnak and Brad Marchand have been leading the Boston Bruins this year, and they just need some scoring depth. Hopefully Taylor Hall can get his game back, because he has been absolutely abysmal this season with Jack Eichel, who's just been hurt, and between the two of them, they only got 9 goals on the year, which is not very good for 2 franchise players. Zach Werenski has 7, I think. He's a defenseman for Columbus Blue Jackets. Jackets.
Yeah.
NHL trade deadline again at 3 o'clock today. Ethan, tell us about the MLB.
Well, the MLB has been pretty crazy in this first week. You know, it just started. Opening day was earlier this April. Joe Musgrove comes in from the Pirates, goes on to the a hot Padres team, and pitches the first no-hitter in franchise history. He did that with only a couple walks. There was a very impressive game, 9 innings, not one hit.
Now every team has done that as well.
That's
but,
right.
But Joe
They were
Musgrove,
the last ones. And you know, the Padres are hot. They've got Fernando Tatis, the most highest paid player in baseball, and you know, you're going to see a lot of good things from the Padres. Moving on to the Reds, they came out, lost their first game, won 6 in a row, and have lost their last 2 after winning 1 to the Diamondbacks and then losing 2 straight. So we're going to hopefully see them bounce back. They've got a big series against Cleveland starting on Thursday. Friday, Saturday. So you're going to see a big Ohio rivalry there between the NL and the AL teams. Next up, a little bit of controversy here with the Yankees pitchers. They hit 4 batters of the Tampa Bay Rays this weekend.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
The league has done nothing about it. So we will see if, fans are mad. Understandably, the Tampa Bay Rays fans are a little bit upset. And but 4 hit players. You know, when you're a pitcher in the MLB, that doesn't happen very often by accident. So you'll see that. The standings. You've got Boston ahead after losing their first series. They've won 6 in a row to lead the AL East. The Yankees sitting at the middle and Toronto all the way at the bottom.
Right.
But look at that. All the teams are tied.
They're all at 4 and 5.
So
right?
we will see here against, it looks like the Yankees and the Blue Jays are playing each other. So we will see who will take the top of the league, the second place position there. Cleveland is at the top of a very contested AL Central. The Tigers need something, man. Hopefully they get that soon. Moving on to the AL, the final AL division here.
Oh, okay.
Hello, welcome back. Anyways,
we were looking up at the graphics there on the screen, but the MLB has been pretty crazy over the past 2 weeks. Ethan's talking about it. You know, you look at the standings out there in the AL West; things are wild. Everybody's either winning on a hot streak or they're losing on a cold streak, and that's what you love about baseball. It is very early in the season, as you can see there. I mean, in the AL East, everybody's 4 and 5, besides the Red Sox, who've won 6 in a row. And it's going to get very interesting here. Yeah. We talked to Rose about the full stadium down there in Arlington. I think you're going to see more of that, possibly in Florida, potentially Arizona, maybe as well. I don't even know if the Diamondbacks can fill a park though.
Probably not.
I would doubt it, but we're excited to have baseball back, and really. I don't remember a time where the MLB has been talked about this much on the national landscape in our lifetime.
Especially with all these these players getting paid a lot of money, I think that's starting to talk the conversation up a little bit. Some hot teams, especially here in Central Ohio, were good.
I think that the controversies have been a good thing for the league too. You got fans bringing in trash cans to every single Astros game, people getting thrown out left and right.
All press
absolutely
is good press.
Crazy. Yeah, and that's exactly what it comes down to. Again, congratulations to Joe Musgrove on his no-hitter, and to Hideki Matsuyama for winning the Masters. We'll see you Wednesday for National News.
Thank you and goodbye.
Woo!